Hey everyone, this is Brahman. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my US F1 student visa experience, and my interview was held at the Kolkata Consulate. So the day was June 12th, 2023, and my interview was supposed to be at 9:15 a.m. and I had reached the consulate by 8:20, 8:30, and I was waiting in a queue outside the consulate before they could let us in, and I waited for about 10 minutes. Then I entered the consulate premises, and there was a security checkpoint there, and I had to show them all of my documents and all the things that I was carrying inside my transparent file. So after that, I had to wait in another queue before I could enter another building. So when I entered the second building, there was a person who was checking the DS-160 service fee receipt and the sticker that would be provided at the time of your biometric interview. And they were checking all of that and they were processing it, and we had to wait in a queue in that room for about 10-15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes. But the good thing was, it was pretty exciting to be in that room because you could see all of these people waiting for their turn, and they were calling people for the interviews like 2 at a time, 3 at a time. And I think the best part was, in that room there was a TV where they were playing videos of like scams that were running in the country and all across the world regarding visas, especially for student visas, and also a few pointers like visa officers are not here to run any personal vendetta against you. You just have to be calm and composed, and you can get your visa in a very smooth manner. So I waited there for quite some time, and then I was allowed into the main visa interview room. So in that room, when I entered that room, I was thinking about a lot of things, and I could see that there were 3 more people in front of me, ahead of me, and they were waiting for their turn. And I could see the visa officers as well. So at that point, there were 2 visa officers. Both of them were Americans, and they were asking a lot of questions, I could feel. And one of the officers had rejected someone right in front of me, so that was pretty scary to see that. But when I look back at it, I think the person who was being interviewed did not answer some of the questions that they were asking, and there was not much of a good response from the other end. So that could be a reason, but nonetheless, I was still quite nervous. And then it's my turn, and I entered the area. I was ready. I was ready. I was excited. And I see that my visa officer was wearing a red Indian kurta, and he had a smile on his face, which was quite welcoming, and it felt really nice. I wished him good morning. He wished me back. And then we start the process. At first, he asked me about my passport and the other documents, DS-160 and service fee, and I submitted those to him. Then he asked how old I was. He heard something else when I told about my age, and we had a quick laugh about it. Then he asked about my background. So I told him about my work experience in the past as business analyst, and the course that I was pursuing was Masters in Business Analytics. So there was a thread connecting both of these. And then he asked me that since I'm working for quite many years, why do I want to pursue higher education? To which I told him that I want to pursue higher education because I want to learn more tools and technologies so that I can provide more efficient solutions to my clients, because with each passing day, we are facing more problems and we need more technologies and more skills to keep up with the data that's there. And then he asked me about how I'll be funding my education. So I told him that I would be getting a loan, and I had some personal savings, and I also received some scholarship from the university. After that, I thought there would be more questions on my way, but he asked me to place my fingers on the scanner and told that my visa was approved, and he said, "Enjoy California." So I was very happy and ecstatic when he said all of that, and I was still processing that, okay, it's finally done. And I came back to the hotel after this because I didn't have the energy to talk to the other people waiting for their interviews to happen. So overall, it was pretty smooth and pretty fast process. One thing that I would really like to mention is that there's a lot of noise surrounding this interview process, and whether it's in blogs, videos, or Telegram groups, one thing that you need to do is you need to separate yourself from that noise, because this journey, this interview, it's yours and no one can define it for you. So whatever you do, it's your responsibility. You can prepare yourself by taking multiple mocks with your friends or peers who have gone through it, and you don't need to do a lot of things for that. You just need to go with your basic questions, get your story correct, because for me, I knew what I was going to say. I knew this is what the overall picture for my journey looks like. So that's where I focused on, and I did my mocks with my friends and some of my peers based on that. And all of these mocks, I had the same story over and over again. So it's okay, you take more time with your mocks, that's fine, but do not get distracted by the noise and all of the speculations that are around. And in terms of the documents, you just need all the important documents, like the visa related documents that are there, DS-160, your I-20, and your CVSV. And you also need to take some of the other background documents, but don't do it a lot, because most of the officers didn't ask for all of these documents for me and my friends. And I was really worried because I didn't take my ITRs, I didn't take a lot of banking or financial documents with me. I just took a couple of the basic ones, and those were more than enough, because he really didn't ask for any other document other than the passport, I-20, CVSV, and the DS-160. So yeah, all the best. Hope you have a good time, and don't be nervous. Trust in yourself, and you're gonna do it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer that.